Hello everybody, it's me once again with another debug video, and in today's video it's going to be another mastery grinding video. Yes, because everyone loves to grind the fucking mastery in this game, I know, isn't it? Isn't it so fun, guys? Oh my god, guys, I can't wait to grind mastery on my fucking transformations. Anyways, guys, they added new ways of mastering your forms into the newest update of Dragon Ball Generations. And it takes a very long time and is even harder than normally grinding your forms. No, it's actually not harder than mastering your forms traditionally. It is, if anything, honestly kind of easier as long as you know what you're doing. It's relatively quickly. So you may be wondering, well, Chop, what the fuck are you talking about, and how exactly is this video going to help me in any way, shape, or form? Well, this isn't really more or less me showing it off more than it will be me telling you about it. Right, so now, if you guys don't know, or you should most likely know this, because if you don't, I don't really know why you're here. Transformations, when you get a 4-star on them, or mastery level mastered, will get the DCBAS upgrade, right? This is a new incorporation of mastery to your transformations, where you will ultimately become stronger than you were in the previous updates. As you can see, they have little bars right here, and each of them say something different. You have melee attack, rush attack, ki blast, ki attack, stamina, and ki type. Right? Each of these things might be a little scary, and unfortunately, because the debug devs hate explaining anything to the players, no one actually knows what the hell these are, or really what the hell they do. Well, because I'm a big fat nerd and has a lot of free time on his hands at the current moment, I've been playing a lot of debug with my buddy Dizzy, and I actually managed to, well, figure out which each of these are. With the help of him, he showed me a lot of methods of mastering things, and I also found a couple of ways of mastering transformations myself, right? As everyone knows, ki attack is one of the hardest ones to currently master at the moment, since it is not bugged, but a lot of people misunderstand it. A lot of people think that it's just like rush attack. Rush attack, if you don't know, involves any move that involves melee and does melee damage will increase this little bar right here, right, by a specific amount depending on how many times it hits somebody. Let me repeat that. For rush attack, using rush moves, it is dependent on how much it hits somebody. It does not matter, and I repeat, does not matter how much damage it does, right? It needs to just be based on hits. That is something that needs to be known. One more thing, that also includes with damage output and defense resistance. If you lower these just like how you would normally, it will not work and you won't be able to master your transformation. So let's just make sure that's clear as well, right? So, yeah. So, rush attack is fairly self-explanatory. All you need to do is put on a couple of rush moves. Well, Chop, what are the best rush moves in the game for this? Well, anything that does like really low damage and is from the start of the game. And ironically enough, there's two that you can do right now. You get Meteor Crash, which is a very early game. I actually don't have it on this character, and High Speed Rush, right? Spamming those two moves in succession will usually be more than enough for a lower level player to increase his rush attack pretty much instantly. You'll be able to master just about any form with that 2 setup combo. Now, there's also the endgame version of that, right? And you may be wondering, Chop 25, what is the endgame variant of that? Well, there's a move in the game called Space Mach Attack. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, I don't know how to get it. I can't remember. I will put it on screen, and once I remember it, like a little bit of text, I'll tell you guys. It's probably from Master. If it's a shot move, it's a shot move. But yeah, Space Mach Attack currently is from what my friend has shown me, is currently the best way of getting mastery on a transformation, especially in the end game, right? In terms of the rush attack, right? Most people that play this game are, of course, melee users, and because they are melee users, obviously, you guys probably wanted to know that first. Now, I'm a ki user. Now, those who are ki users, I'm going to show you the next really important thing. You have ki attack. Rush attack and ki attack, if you guys couldn't already tell, is your ki damage moves and your rush damage moves, or your melee damage moves, right? These two are the most important, period. Look, I understand that stamina is just as important, but these two ones down here I will get to later. Ki attack. Well, Chop, how the fuck do you master ki attack? Oh, for the love of God, let me tell you how you master ki attack. People misconstrue this and think that it's just like rush attacks, right? Where you need to get a bunch of hits in quick succession for the bar to go up fast. That is not the case for ki attack. Ki attack does not work like that, right? You may be wondering, what the fuck does it work off of then, Chop? Well, guess what? It's about moves used. And you may be wondering, what does that mean? So instead of me hitting an NTC a bunch of times and giving me mastery, it's based on how many times you use key moves, right? So one good, guilty flash, right? Boom. That's a little bit of mastery I just got right there. This right here, a little bit of mastery I just got. This right here, a little bit of mastery. Yes, that's right. That is how you get mastery. It's not based on damage dealt. It's not based on how many times you hit an NPC. No, it's not based on either of those things, because that would make too much fucking sense, right? Because why would it copy the thing from rush attacks? I don't fucking know, because they want the player to grind as much as humanly possible. So you may be wondering, well, Chop, what is the best method then of grinding mastery, right? For key moves. Well, it's just using a bunch of really low level key moves that you can get very early, right? I have a very simple moveset, which I'll throw up on screen right now, that I used to actually get my key type to be in less than 30 minutes on my Majin. I was able to max out my key type using this method, which you may be wondering, what the fuck, dude? How in the hell did you do that? Let me tell you. Listen, guys, if you are going to master a transformation, I highly advise that you have one friend and that you go into the hyperbolic time chamber. That will speed this process up absolutely dramatically. It is astronomical how much it increases the speed of mastering your transformations. It is not even a joke. You basically need to do this if you want to get your transformation mastered. Doing this anywhere else is not suffice, right? You can get away with mastering your rush attacks, or your rush attacks and your melee attacks without hyperbolic time chamber, but with key attack, man, you will be sitting here for fucking hours if you don't use hyperbolic time chamber. It is like, it increases your mastery gain by like 10 times when you're in the hyperbolic time chamber. It's absurd, man. It is absolutely absurd. So take my advice, spend the 200,000 Zenia, go into the hyperbolic time chamber, and just spam key moves. Now, I'm going to get into the moveset here, which I'm going to show it off, obviously, for those who want it. And I'll show you guys the best method of doing these things. So they're all basically beam moves. So Gallic Gun, Kamehameha, anything you can really think of. Anything that uses like 5, the cost is like 5. So one-handed Kamehameha. Let's say Energy Wave uses nothing as well. That's the other move I have in the set. Oh, where's that? There it is. Dodon, the Dodon stuff uses basically nothing. Yeah, Dodon Ray is a good one, and Dodon Blast as well. And then you have Double Sunday, which is what I use as well. Let's go ahead and put that in the moveset, and then we have one-handed, Kamehameha. Alright, there we go. So anything that uses, only 5 key and has a 5-second cooldown time are going to be your best bets for this. Obviously, you don't have to use these ones exactly or specifically, by the way, so if you have anything, it works, right? This will also help you master your key type as well, but like I said, we're going to get into that here in just a second. So, yeah. So, your transformations, right? Obviously, you might be wondering about the other ones. Well, if key attack and rush attack are the 2 most important things, and you explained to me that those are your moves, specifically your moves, right? Well, what are the other ones? Key blasts are pretty self-explanatory. Key blasts are when you hold F and you shoot out those little balls. Yeah, that's what key blast is. Listen, it's important, but not that important unless you really want to min-max your character. What's the best way of doing it? Just spamming F, man. Just holding the F key. This is the best way to do it. You don't have to hit anything. You can just spam it in a corner somewhere. And, yep, you'll get your key blast up. Melee attack, same thing. Melee attack, you just gotta punch people, basically. You just gotta go punch the shit out of things, which you'll get your melee attack pretty fucking easily. It's really just like, yeah, it's about as easy as it comes. Melee attack comes pretty fucking quickly. So yeah, trust me on that one. Then you have, of course, your stamina and your key type. These two are pretty self-explanatory. The blue bar here is your stamina, and the key type bar is right here, the bar that you charge. But how do you get that up? Well, you just gotta simply charge. That's all you gotta do. And yes, by the way, before anyone misconstrues this, it does give you mastery in the light blue bar, and it does give you mastery when you charge the dark blue bar. Yes, it does. I've seen it and tested it myself. Yes, it does. It works like that. So if you're spamming ultimates, buddy, trust me, this will be good. These two things simply, by the way, will come from playing the game. There's really no way where you can fully optimize this. Obviously, being in the hyperbolic time chamber, and when you're doing the method of spamming your moves a bunch, you will get a lot of mastery. So now, anyways, on to the key blast method of mastering your forms. I'm going to go into unstable Majin for this example, which is the first Majin transformation. So just letting you guys know so that we can see the actual progress of me gaining mastery. So what you do is when you use a move in this game, and primarily melee moves, you can actually cancel the move. well, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually cancel the move for key moves as well. Yeah, you can cancel key moves before you use them. Well, remember what I said about it being moves used? You can spam your entire moveset and get a bunch of mastery on your transformation, as you can see there. You just press Z and it'll cancel your move when you use it, like so. So you press 1, press Z, press 2, press Z, press 3, press Z, press 4, press Z, press 5, press Z, press 6, press Z, and then your whole loop should come back around that time by the time you're done your moveset. So here I'm going to show you guys, look right there at key attack. You're going to see it's going to move a little bit. Yep, right there, and right there. It moved all throughout that entire thing. So, while, yes, guys, I know that is pretty pitiful. Unfortunately, at the moment in time, guys, there is no better method in the entire game of getting your key attack up other than, of course, doing what I just showed you in the hyperbolic time chamber. One more thing to note, guys, you also don't get good mastery points in gravity chamber. It does not increase your mastery in gravity chamber, so don't try this in there. I'm sorry, I know that's unfortunate, but it is true. It is true. It does not increase your mastery in the gravity chamber like it does in the hyperbolic time chamber. As you can see right there, key type is going up when I'm charging, and then stamina. For those who want to know the best method for stamina, hold fast fly or like sprint or fast fly, whatever you want to call it, and then press X and you'll use stamina, and you'll actually get your stamina bar up. As you can see there, look, it's gonna go slowly go up as you use stamina. So it's a pretty decent way of mastering stamina as well, but stamina on key builds obviously is fucking worthless. You're not going to be using it at all because most moves and any rush moves usually don't take stamina. They, in fact, only take key normally, but if you want to get that up, I guess you can. It's really up to you, though. I recommend sticking to key type and only increasing that if it's the option, but also stamina will just come naturally. I got it to C type without even training it at all, just by simply playing the game on the character. Has gotten me my C-type stamina. So, yeah, obviously, guys, this is a Necomajin right here. So this is my final form, and I'm not kidding, guys. It really only did take me like 20 minutes to get my key type mastered to B, obviously, not key type, my key attack mastered to B. The method is pretty straightforward, guys. Just spam your moves, press Z, and you will get it done in a relatively quickly fashion. Now, obviously, the one for rush attacks is much easier because most melee users are using rush attacks that hit a lot. Anyways, so by that, like, just playing through the game with a transformation or just doing content within the game with a transformation, rush attack and melee attack will just simply go up on its own. Like, you basically just don't have to do anything. Key attack though is a little bit more intricate because it's significantly harder to get your key attack up than it is your rush attack, because, you know, if it's based on moves used and not based on hits, then as you guys know, that's going to take you fucking forever, because you can only use 6 moves, therefore you only can quote-unquote hit 6 times. So yeah, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope this video helps you guys out a lot. And as always, if you hated the video, make sure you leave a dislike and criticize me down below. It is the only way to get better at making videos. And anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.